See, I ain't got that much time left. 'Cause I give you my all and all you give me is your words to kiss. What I'ma do with it? I think it's best if I move to the left. 'Cause I know that somebody waiting on all this love I gotta give. I'm wonderful. When you gon' love me? 'Cause I'm tired of waiting patiently, baby. When you gon' love me? And if you ain't gon' love me like I LOV, you should tell me. You should tell me. Oh no, no, no. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Girl, you been acting different lately. Ain't been calling me baby. So that nigga that you're sneaking with, let him know you ain't shit before he get too deep in it, baby. Do me a favor, either love me now, 'cause it ain't no later. Searching for your heart, but it's off the radar. Like who the fuck raised you, girl? You acting like this shit don't faze you, girl. Just don't forget that I made you, girl. Don't forget that I made you, girl. When you gon' love me? 'Cause I'm tired of waiting patiently, baby. When you gon' love me? If you ain't gon' love me like I love you, you should tell me that. Oh no, 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 no. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. When you gon' love me? Oh, you should tell me.
Bad.
Shout out to the homeboy track centers for this one right here. F you very much. Woo. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, this album is so fire. Check it out.
You got my heart in your hands, babe, but you keep letting it fall. You got my sin on your lips, babe, but you keep wiping it off. You got your thoughts mixed with mine. I can't get you off my mind. Keep trying to give you my everything, but you don't have enough time. So I say fuck you very much if I'm not enough. Oh, I don't ask for much. I say fuck you very much if I'm not enough for you, baby. I don't ask for much, but your time and your love, all of the above. You've got me wrapped around your finger, waiting for your instruction. You've got me racing hard to keep her. I don't know if you love me. You give me measly sex. I don't know what to do next. I keep trying to give you my everything. I don't have nothing here left. So I say fuck you very much if I'm not enough. Oh, babe, I don't ask for much. I say fuck you very much if I'm not enough for you, babe. I don't ask for much, but your time and your love, all of the above. You don't appreciate all of the love I gave. I'm talking time and time again. It seems like with you I can't win. Oh, no.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What up, family? It's your girl JustPatrice. Welcome to Mondays. I know that the intro usually jump off right now, but listen, I needed to play those songs because it's kind of like a prelude to what I got going on. But shout out to first off Mr. Sean Millie, who dropped that Love Me single. That's so fire to me. It reminds me a lot of Tank. However, this new generation coming through with some really heartfelt music, and then hot on his heels was that Thank You Very Much by Trax Sanders, who will actually be live in the studio with Homer Blow on Wednesday to talk about his new album Schizo. So make sure that you guys are tuned in for that. And today that song is so fire. We had a little bit to talk about. We're gonna chop it up a little bit and have some good conversation. Hopefully, make sure y'all share the video. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all tune in and get ready for some good conversation. Auntie Rita, what's good? How you doing? Kajim, hey lady, how you doing? Glad to have y'all join the conversation. I missed you guys and glad to have you guys back on deck and checking in with your homegirl. I appreciate you very, 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 very much. So I mean, we don't have to, lollygag or pussyfoot around. Today's topic is it's what you say and how you say it. It's what you say and how you say it. And I know a lot of people are like, the whole saying is, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Baby, listen, it's both. Okay? It's both. And people are inclined to respond accordingly to both. And I thought it was necessary. I'm all about lyrics and musical content. When I'm listening to certain music, I always listen to the tracks first. Always. I always listen to the music and then like before I decide that if I love the song or if I'm connected to it, I have to connect with the lyric. You understand what I'm saying? So the melody catch you like, what beat is that? But immediately I'm all on the lyrics because you know what I'm saying? Communication is key. What are you saying and how are you saying it? 1,000 ways people say I love you. 1,000 ways people say I want to be with you. I want this relationship to work. It said so many different ways over so many. Can we make love? I want to have sex. I want to this. I want to do that. And all these different ways to say it. And if you say it successfully, then it works for you. If you don't if your delivery is not as successful as you plan, you probably don't have a hit, fam. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a few other things and just generally having some successful communication options and strengthening our communication. And that is what I want to talk about today. And I know, we figure out what we're doing on Mondays, trying to figure out the details and how to make conversations, pop like they're supposed to. And in order to do that, it's what you say and how you say it, fam. It matters. It's all Kajin said, it's the delivery. Listen, It's all that. It's all that. Beatrice, what's good? How you doing, mama? Glad to have you doing a conversation. Erica Glenn slid through on me one time. What's good, mama? How you doing? Have you joined the conversation as well? So, Dig, first of all, rocky weather and allergy. Not pleased. I am not pleased at how these allergies are treating me like a little stepchild. I ain't gonna lie. I feel some kind of whole way, a whole special kind of way. You know what I mean? But hey, who am I to complain about? You know, I don't know how I feel in the morning, whether or not I can breathe if my face feel like it's falling off because I'm itching. But anyway, okay. So I know a lot of y'all jump right in. Margaret Bailey Stewart, what's up? MBS is in the building. Hey, Sunshine, how are you? Yes. Okay, look. So we're going to talk about some options to strengthen communication between, you know, whether you are talking to a significant other, whether you're talking to your kids, whatever the case may be, because it's what you say and how you say it. You know what I mean? And you know, just we're gonna go into that a little bit. We want to make sure we cross a couple T's and dot some I's. So if you're watching the show, you probably tuned in to somewhere on the social media, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or whatever the case may be. And I appreciate your support on those outlets. If you are listening to the show, of course, my assumption is that you are tuned into blowradio.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We get it in. And of course, you could be anywhere, but why? Because, you know, why not be with us when we got it all? You feel what I'm saying? I dig that. And I appreciate your love and your energy on Monday. It is Monday. So I want to invite you to join me, your homegirl, JustPatrice, to have some great conversation. All the good vibes. But we're going to get a little testy today, and I'm honest about that, because a lot of times, you know, we spend the day pussyfooting around discussion, trying not to hurt people's feelings, trying to be mindful of how we engage, or just, you know, afraid to deal with the consequences of what other things, that how we feel, what that's going to look like. Are you willing to make the sacrifices of whatever that looks like for you? You know, how do you manage that? How do you make that pop? And if you don't have a way to successfully execute these conversations, it's not gonna go well. You know what I mean? Like, I like to have discussion. Like, we can have a whole conversation. We don't have to have in-depth, drawn out. I do that on Mondays. We're long-winded. We don't have to listen. Just say what you mean. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the meat of it, and then we can move on or not. We can move on or not. And I know for a lot of people, a lot of people need to know the why. It depends on the situation. Sometimes I don't care what the why is. I just want to know what's what, like right now. But that's me. You know, I'm very direct when it comes to that. But when I need to understand something, or you're asking me to make an informed decision, please be prepared to give me the details. Again, it's not just what you say, but how you say it. I know you can't. We use Teddy Pendergrass as the perfect as an example, and Turn Off the Lights. He was all sweet. Turn off the lights, light a candle. All the full direction, nice and sweet and gentle and welcoming, and then all of a sudden he was like, turn them off. He was like, wait, okay, which switch do I push? You know what I'm saying? And I guess that was to express his sense of urgency or the compassion that he was feeling. But nonetheless, who am I to predict what Teddy was trying to do? We just know that he understood the assignment and executed it. You know what I'm saying? It worked, and it worked. We want to make sure that, you know, the things that we are doing, you know, we got some bosses online, you know what I mean? People who work with people who have the ability to do an extensive amount of communication. And these people, you know, have to communicate in a variety of ways. Like, you can't say the same thing the same way to everybody, because I don't know what happened in the line of how do I say, when God was handing out the ability to comprehend, why it got so much, not like it got confused. Something like a lot of people miss some what they say, common sense. Sense ain't common. Well, it is. It's just, application. You follow me? You follow me? Auntie Rita laughing. I'm just saying, you follow me? Because baby, some people you be like, oh, um, don't be talking to me like I'm dumb. I'm not assuming that you are remedial. I'm just trying to make sure that it's no confusion on how this understanding is being communicated, and make sure that we stand on the exact same page and what that looks like. You feel me? So let's talk about that. I know a lot of people say, so my thought is what you say and how you say it. And I got a couple people logged on, so I'm going to ask you, like, what are your thoughts on that? Is it is it just how you say it? Can I say anything to you? Does it really matter what I'm saying? Saying sugar, a little bit of honey, a little sweetness to it. Can I be like, I was thinking about, when we hang out, and how excited I'd be to not spend the rest of the day with you, because the moment that I realize that you've completely crossed your boundaries, then I kind of want you to just go away. But it's okay. Does that mean, is that the same as, what, I'm really sick of your mouth, and at this point this conversation is over, goodbye? I mean, I think it's still either way I said it, or if I'm like, so I just thought you should know that I broke all the windows out of your car, and I absolutely do not plan to repair any of that. And basically, because of the things that you had done, I felt that this was the best justification to give me some satisfaction in this moment. Okay, that's probably still not gonna go well. You feel me? Or so I know that we were supposed to be I know that we're in a monogamous relationship, and that you and I, we built this beautiful home, and have these awesome kids, and everything seems to be going so well between us. But yesterday I slept with your cousin, and I really enjoyed it. Like, it was great. So I probably like to do it again, and I I think that um I'm not sure why the video is doing that. Maybe it'll clear up. Facebook user, good afternoon. So I'm just saying, like, we're good, right? Probably not. Probably not. And I think it don't matter how you say that. It's not gonna, so it's what you say and how you say it. Like, you could be sweet to the mug. Like, however, unfortunately, if I was saying, oh, in the same sense, or if I was saying, I thought about the status of our relationship, and I see you, and I'm just kind of displeased with the person that you are in this relationship. You don't never have enough money. I really don't feel like you make an effort with us intimately. I find you to be repulsive in many areas, and because I'm not pleased sexually, I'm sleeping with someone else. hmm That's not the same as you was a weak ass nigga. You broke, you busted. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? That's why I'm sleeping with somebody. Hold on. Let's back up real quick. Let's back up real quick, because you can't just say anything to anybody. Well, you can, but in the same breath, in the same sense, in the same execution, it is important that you understand they have the same freedoms. And the response that you get in a certain situation, you have to prepare yourself for the possibility of dot dot dot. because the possibility of ... is actually a thing. Like, some people feel that they can say and do whatever to whomever, and well, either because I'm older, or because I'm the boss, or because I'm a boss, or because whatever the case may be. Like, asserting yourself in someone's space should automatically put you in the mindset to say, you know what, the possibility exists that this is a little space right here. It's not a big space, it's a little space, but it's something serious going on right there. Kiva, what's good? The world is watching. Devon D is definitely in the building. What's good, Miss Kiva? How are you, my love? Oh, you follow what I'm saying? So the space is small. You get what I mean? And how we execute in that space is important in a mug. Now, I know everybody won't agree with that because, you feel like you can say and do whatever you want and how, whatever the case may be. Listen, Auntie Rita said it right here. She says, so are we talking about confessions, or we talking about straightforward communication? Confessions might get you hurt. Listen, we're going to make the division. And I appreciate that, because a confession, if you prepare, be sure that the person that you confessing to, quote unquote, is prepared. But I mean, even straightforward communication, you know what I mean? The expectation of honesty and forwardness, people really assume that they be prepared for that, but they don't. They don't. They don't. And I said that to like, okay, I'll use me as an example. Okay. And I try to use me as an example a lot. So I'm not above the law, any laws. And, let me adjust this. I don't always make, there we go, the best decisions, but I do my best to learn from the decisions that I make, whether the outcome ended positively or negatively. But here's the thing. Okay. So I'm the type of person for a lot of years, if you don't come to my party, okay. If there are 6 of us here and 30 were invited and only 6 showed up, I'd be good with that. And the 30 people that didn't, and the other 24 people that didn't show up, don't call, don't offer no explanation. I don't need any explanations. You don't have to do that, because I'm the type of person that understands shit happens, or you opted out to comment. Either way, you know what I mean? However, I do very much understand that everybody don't think like that a lot. So when I opt out on going somewhere, participating in an event or an activity, sometimes people feel slighted. And I had to learn to understand that, like, what is the big deal? Like, all the other people, not you though, fam. All you, I know, but I expected you. Like, okay. So now it's me stepping back and processing the exchange in our relationships, and where there's a blur in the communication on, if I can. There's a difference between I don't want to and I can't. You follow what I'm saying? And I'll be completely honest and say, I'm not always honest when it comes to I don't want to. It's a lot of times I'll allow a situation that would prevent me to. Other people say, they use that statement and say, people make time for what I don't want you to make time for me. And I know that sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta constantly fit me in, you gotta constantly move things around. No, I don't want you to make time. I want you to carve a plate mine. And that's the priority. But that's how I feel. A lot of people won't agree with that either. You know what I mean? If you gotta fit me in, squeeze me in, try to make some things happen, look it. it won't always work out like that. You get what I'm saying? Not always. Not always. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, y'all know I'm always looking to see, like, people text me. I know people not used to me being back on air, but I'm doing my best to try to recommunicate that. But I also want you to feel comfortable to call in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna throw this number up here really quick. 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. Because I want to know what y'all think. And like what's the basis of um what do you value most? How it's said to you or what is said to you? Like, I want facts. I want facts and I want truth. Everybody don't want facts and truth. I'm just keeping it 100. Some people want fluff because they need that. Some people want to be ushered into some bullshit. I don't want to be ushered into it. I want to be able to look it in the face and be like, is this the route I'm taking? Because I don't like my choices being made for me. I want to be in a position where I'm able to decide, and I think that the more I've really been studying people and communications and how things work and just between people, like the more I study that, the more just amazed. My poker face is so garbage. Like, I'm amazed at how people interpret some shit. You like, for real though? But they be like, yeah, for real. Dietrich said both for me. If you had a preference, because some people have preference. Do you have preference, or is it equally like, just tell me, it don't matter, just say it, just say it, just say it. And then, okay, I was sleeping with your sister. What? Like, can you even really say that? And it's like, why you had to just say it like that? I don't like your mama. Wait, what? I'm just saying your kids get on my nerves. What? You understand? I mean, just think about all the things that you were like, Patrice, I hate your show. Okay, well, did you have to tell me, or are you telling me with the angst that I'll make it better? Like, are you gonna watch it if I change it? If I make some adjustments? Like, what? Like, definitely want feedback. I use that as an example because I've had the conversation. Kiva Mystic, what it says, you better off hurting my mother effing feelings versus confessing anything to me, because nothing good is going to come out of you pouring your soul out to me after the fact. Okay, so let me just ask this, Keith. In advance, you want to be made aware of whatever the thing is prior to it happening. But what if somebody told you afterwards, like, okay, so I kind of messed up, and then whatever it is, like, how do you have those conversations? And I'm asking you guys because I could always offer my opinion on how to sit down and have those straightforward conversations, because that's how I do. But everybody don't do like me. So we talking, and y'all teaching me today, because I'm better some things, and it's some stuff that I want to say that I absolutely don't, sheerly out of respect, because I don't know how to sugarcoat it. I don't know how to add the discussion. I don't know how to walk you through the nicer, sweeter, kinder. Some stuff I'll be like a deer in headlights. Y'all see my face? I'm like, so what happened? You know what I mean? And that's not always the best thing to people you care about. Like, always be honest. Always be forward. Don't bullshit nobody. You know what I mean? Even in your words of kindness, when you're being kind to someone, still be honest. You know what I mean? Because then it gets messy. Kiva said, tell me, but you better come correct with your feelings respectful. Ooh, girl, I feel you. Steve, what's good? Blue was at it. Correction respectfully. I feel you. She said you better come correct with your feelings respectfully. So be respectful to you while I'm being honest about how I feel. If I understand that correctly. I love you. I just don't want to be with you anymore because I'm not happy when we're together. Is that okay to say to somebody? Or I love you. You understand what I'm saying? But what is the motive or purpose in having that type of conversation? Exactly. It depends on what the conversation is, Auntie Rita. It depends on what in what conversation. I'm always if I'm having a conversation with, okay, let's just go to some specific examples. Okay. When me and my mom have a conversation, me and my mom's conversation is not the same as me and one of my homegirls' conversations. And I'm almost 50. It's still a way to engage her with not just respect to how she would feel about something, but because I respect her. So there's certain words that I'm not using, is certain exclamations that I probably won't express, and I'll probably be a little more meek in our discussion. But that's our relationship. You know what I'm saying? To keep our lines of respect intact, to keep our lines of hierarchy, because personally, I believe that in the relationship that she and I have, those things are necessary in place. If I'm talking to one of my homegirls, I'm going to speak in love and I'm going to speak in encouragement, but I'm still going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. And I'll try to find not just what's the word I'm looking for? I hate to use the word. Like, I do try to find a non insulting or verbally assaulting way to address a concern or a disagreement, or, and you understand what I'm saying? In those fashions. But I do also feel like how do I say this? Okay. When I gotta say that, that's literally me repeating myself several times in my mind. Like, okay, if I say it this way, how's that gonna work? If I say it this way, how's that gonna work? How's this gonna go? I still need to be able to say this, but how do I say it so that we'll end up in no fight, or you don't feel like I'm trying to harm you? Because I can be honest and still not intend you harm. Like people say all the time, the truth hurts. I'm trying to grasp that concept as to understanding that the truth is not a good thing. Like, who makes it so people being honest is like the truth hurts? That is a discouragement from truth. You understand what I'm saying? Like the truth, quote unquote, shall say. From what though? You get what I'm saying? Like, is the truth coming post lie? Post deception? See, it's not just how you say it. Because you can say anything, you know. That color hair on you is not my favorite. Do nobody care if you like my hair or not? But do you though? Kiva said, and bruh. She going there, and bruh, what it is when I'm gone? What? When I'm gone, don't you come back? What? And bruh, if that's what it is, when I'm gone, don't you come back? Ew. Ooh. Okay, Kiva, you be done. She said better than what you lying. She said post lie, girl. I'm just asking. Post lie. I don't know. I as I'm getting older, I'm just like, I'm in a space now where I'm literally trying to sort through, you know what I'm saying, just this communication thing, with people, period, because it don't always go smooth like you think. Like you be thinking it's smooth, like, oh, we understand, we're on the same page, and it's not. Like, because someone at some point was not honest about what they needed, where they were, you know what I'm saying, emotionally on deck. They just were not. Like, and apparently those types of that type of withholding is damaging, and nobody cares. Like, you still do it. It's like you the guy that is late when you little, and instead of going right home because you already know you in trouble, you can't get in extra trouble because it's trouble. So I'm just gonna do the extra stuff and just get in the trouble that I like. So this would be logic. Like, and I know because I've had several conversations. Ask for ask for forgiveness as opposed to permission type conversations with people. And people are like, do y'all believe that people are more likely to offer forgiveness than they are to offer permission? Like, is that really the mindset? Like, you're not gonna let me, or you won't like it if I, or if we do, then it'll be this instead. Like, that's the logic. How sway? Like, this is what, like, this whole concept of people and relationships and understanding. People will ask you for an opinion on something, and the moment you offer it, then they bite your face off. You're like, but you just asked me. You just asked me. Oh, here's a perfect example. We were doing initially, post production and music and things like that or whatever. When people will send me music and ask my opinion on the music, what it looks like, how's it. And at this point, I don't even want, I'm like, I see you, good job, and be done. But I don't even do that because I can't lie. I'm not finna lie and tell you that it's track this hot, or is I'm not finna tell you that it's good because and for no other reason. The last album that I made, that I like my last album that I not produced, recorded, whatever. The production on it was not the greatest, and that was all my fault. You understand what I'm saying? But if if I'm telling you now, don't be like me. Don't have bad production on a dope ass album. Get the production done. Pay the extra cost. Make sure that the mix and the laydown is nice and clear, or at very fucking minimum industry standard. It's not that hard. It's just really not. And then don't expect that when you come with it, if it's not that someone has been in radio production and music or the record industry, is gonna be like, oh, okay, no problems. It's not that big of a deal, because it's a big deal to them. If you just want somebody to tell you that they love your music, don't ask them to critique it. Don't just share it and go on about your day. Don't ask them to tell you anything about it. You don't want the back. Don't, if you don't want to hear any of that, if you just want me to say everything is great, everything is all good, then don't ask for the critique. You follow what I'm saying? I will not, I don't have to tell you. I'll listen. They be like, you listen to it? Mm-hmm. And seen up in this bitch. That's about it. Like, seriously. That's about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can go through right now and run it back and be like, how do you feel about this? Listen to this music, whatever the case may be. Listen to your songs and then listen to the song that's on the radio. Don't listen to the quality of the song. When I say quality, whether there's good lyrics or that the music is playing a certain kind of way, or you like the song. Who cares about it? Whether you like it or not? What do it sound like? What does it sound like? What's the production like? Is it flat? Is you got a lot of echoes jumping off? Does the lyrics sound disconnected from the music? Like when you hear industry standard stuff, it don't sound like that. It don't sound like the tracks is sitting. I mean, the voice is sitting on top of the music like you doing the karaoke track. It's not. It don't even come up like that. It's compressed and it sound like one. Like it all belong together. Like the music and the lyrics are all a part of one another. You understand what I'm saying? Auntie Rita said, I always ask, let me see. She said, do you want the truth or do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? See, that's very kind of you because my only option is the truth. You get what I'm saying? And so sometimes I just don't say nothing. I'm not saying, you always tell the truth, Patrice? No, because sometimes I just don't say nothing. Am I always right? No, but you asked my opinion. You didn't ask me for all the facts. Now, if you want to look for facts, we can do the research and then try to find, a reliable, trustworthy site or source. But no, that's the same thing. You know what I mean? I don't tell you about how different fashions and different styles don't work for me. You like it, you wear it. And if I'm the only eyeball out, then I will be the eyeball out all into myself. You feel me? Like if I'm the oddball out, that's fine. Everybody else can love it. Oh, listen. What's his name? Tyrek is a singer. Okay, here in Milwaukee. Okay. He always was for a time when before pre-COVID. Dee's hosted some karaoke Wednesdays over at Dee's Elegance, 7420 West Villard Avenue. And we always had some really good time there. I loved working there. I loved hanging out, going to the karaoke sets. And one night we were there and it was karaoke happening. And I'm about to right now, Kiva. And Tyrek said, "Oh, I'm about to sing this song. Let me know what you think." And so in our corner, it was a situation where everybody let him go up. He performed, everybody clapping, giving him a round of applause. And he comes back and he said, "What'd you think?" And I was like, "I didn't like it." Like to the point where the conversation went to where he was like, "Well, you're the only person in here that don't like it. You must be a hater." Let me just look over my shoulder one time. I said, and like at that point, I was probably a little cruel because I was like, they lying. That wasn't great. And you need to reevaluate your friendships. He was Keeper said, bless his soul. No, he meant it. And I think that he misinterprets people's effort at kindness and then he kind of run with it. But that's like telling somebody who is not good, please don't go. Please don't go. Don't you dare, Beatrice. You are hilarious. It's always you a hater. I know. I'm a hater, apparently. Since I'm the only person in here that was, I don't know, being honest. And I'm not saying that they was lying, but listen. Is they lying for me. Listen, I had to because you tried to diss me. Don't call me no hater. I'm not a hater. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are a hater. I'm a hater. I just, I said everybody like different things. I don't like it. I don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it went to a whole situation and a whole series of conversation. And I think in moments like that, that's why I have to remember to ask him. So I'm asking him specifically and correctly. Homer was saying that when kids enter competitions, he's honest, because why send this child on a path of This life is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to ask him. I'm gonna try to inbox on that, right? Like folks cooking. Kiva said, like folks cooking. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot eat everybody's cooking just because I cannot eat everybody's cooking, and I am not going to pretend that it's delicious. I'm not. Don't give me don't do me like the Sugar Hill game and invite me over and your mama don't cook well or you don't cook well. Don't do me like that. Don't do that. Mario Lieberman said American Idol. Look. Some people come on. It's got to be entertainment. You can't just show that all the people that came was great because all the people that came was not great. So you got to show the offset of who was and who was not. Uh what's this? Deirdre said, and we ain't mad at you for it because we understand. Look, I hate these little gnats. This one little gnat. It's like one, and I feel like it's harassing me. Um, yes. Facebook user said we can watch the same movie and see it two different ways. Some same is true about music. Exactly. Exactly. And I can say this specifically. I don't love the music that I have put out up until this point. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love some of the lyric content. Sometimes I like the production. Depending on, like, I'm very critical of the music that I have put out over these years. I have some very loving, supportive friends who are fond of my music for whatever reasons they like it. And every time I get smooth checked about my engagement or the way that I respond or how I address it, and they love it. You understand what I'm saying? Like they be like, "You shut up, dude, because you crazy." But it happened. Hold on a second. Let me see. Mario says, but I'm saying if their friends were honest with them, they could have been saved up. Yes, they could have buffooning. I hate that you used the word buffooning. Kiva said hello because once I see your crib, let me just come here. She said, no, it's a wrap if your shit ain't in order. Never. I don't even have to see that crib. I just kind of look at you and I know that's messed up. Like if you want to bring food, then you have to present a certain level of cleanliness or something. You understand what I'm saying? Or something. Mario Lieberman said, "You are gas, you are dope, but all artists have an opinion about themselves." Oh, that listen. I assume so. Some people. I just never got to the point. Where um I was not offending those I cared about with my opinion of um how I would I would like to see more out of my creativity. See how I'm trying to say it in a good way? Kavasi, what's good? Ugly, who? What's happening? Kiva said, and your nails. If your nails nasty, I ain't eating shit from your crib. Hey, look, I'm not. You can't hand me nothing if your nails are nasty. Like seriously, because all this. Oh, I just got a little nauseous. Because all the things that could be up under your nails are, oh God, I got sick again. Wait. Because all the things that could be under your nails are. That's so terrible. Please, this is a whole side note. Please clean under your nails. Please wash your hands. Please, please. Oh my gosh, why did you even say that? I know it's me, Mario. I'm breaking out of Facebook jail. Look, that's what you doing, Mario. I love you. He said he could drop the. It's me, Mario. I love you. And oh, I can't even openly or honestly think about dirty nails. Like I think about, like I want your nails trimmed a certain kind of way. You get what I'm saying? That whole I need okay, can we gotta go past that because my stomach just got that is please don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I be mad now. Like honestly, I had to cut my nails off to do massage therapy. I was upset about it until I realized all the stuff that be under your nails. And if I'm massaging somebody, I'm making room to oh my God. Okay, we gonna go. We gonna go because that was oh I don't need nobody dead skin collected under my nails. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, and keep it moving. Auntie Rita said, "You know, my family ain't nothing but music. We are very honest people, especially about vocals. If you can't sing or you sing flat, you will be told. You feel me? Everybody don't want it though. Everybody don't want it. I feel like at karaoke, you can go and do karaoke and not be perfect. Like all this is the room for all the fun and imperfections. If you good, then you great. If not, then it don't matter because it's karaoke. You know what I'm saying? And you have your moment in the sun to pretend to be your favorite artist, whoever it is. You know, at that time, do it. You can sound terrible. It don't matter. But if you are expecting professional critique and a karaoke night and somebody hand it to you, you welcome. Mario said, I actually need you to be obese to feed me. I won't eat skinny people food at the potluck. as far as as far as food, I'm super bougie and it's deeper than potato salad. If I bite into something, it's a fried chicken and there's blood in it, I'm flipping the buffet table. See, I just want to take a quick minute, and address this blood in the chicken situation. And how, if there is blood in a chicken situation, there's also bone in the chicken and all the things that I cannot. Let me just that's probably one of the reasons, not probably, it's actually one of the reasons why I like boneless, skinless chicken breast. But everybody eat it. If I couldn't, if it's blood, is you trying to ruin the meal for everybody? You salmonella. Mm-mm. Yep, I broke it up just like that. Shout out to my homeboy, Lord Rudy. He said, "Just Patrice, I've never done karaoke with me, and that's not okay." Really? You want to do karaoke? I would say let's do it now, but Facebook be trying to kick me off talking about I'm singing somebody else's music. Anywho, we can always do karaoke, Rudy. I can put you on right now. And, you know, we can sing together at any point in time. All I'm saying is what you say and how you say it. Like that's my stance on it. And I know some people feel like, well, you can. It's not just how you say it. Like Auntie Rita said, if you can't sing and you flat, fam, guess what's gonna happen? We telling you, if you can't cook, I'm not eating it, and I'm gonna be pissed off because I am a potato salad Nazi. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If in this is potato, I'm gonna be peed off, and and I gotta say something like, who did this? Why is this happening with the display available? Why is that? Mm-mm. 2 times. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I quit life. I just quit life. You know what I mean? Like, but how do you say? You know what I mean? Like, I ask people things that like hard questions about me because I want to know. not because I'm looking to have my ego stroked or because I want you to lie to me. I'm asking so that I want to constantly be better. And who better than to use as a you get what I'm saying? As for self-check. You got to have conversations with people. You feel me? You got to talk to people, like honest people who are willing to be honest about you, to you. That's hard. And to look at your friend and be like, you a whole not nice person sometimes. And then, or someone is saying whatever they're looking for and they want you to validate. Oh, let me back up and throw this out real quick. If you know me, and I'm going to say this again because this is a whole public service announcement, please do not ask me to validate nor support behavior that you know that I find moralist. If you know that that behavior go against my character structure, if I'm not judging you or badgering you about participating in it, then you doing you. Don't put me on that. You know me, you know better. Don't do that. Don't do that to you, because now I got it. Now I gotta make it a situation. Now I gotta make the statement that I need to make. You follow what I'm saying? I have to, because somebody got to draw the line. Kavase said there should be no excuse for nasty food nowadays because the University of YouTube is free and it works. Listen, some people can't follow directions though. Some people cannot. Anyway, Mario says, I'm a little bit of a audiophile. Really? I would like to know about that. What do you mean? And I cannot with karaoke. There is a karaoke bad. There is karaoke bad, but some people will test your patience. I can do off notes, but if you can't sing Minnie Rippleton, don't try. You are the devil with those notes and hurting me. You so crazy, Mario, which is why I stay out of karaoke nights. I will ruin the fun. Let me tell you, I be wanting to go to karaoke and sing all the songs that I know not only are out of my range, that I would never ever have performed at a live show. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wanna ease your mind. No, like I would never sing Secret Garden. I would not. And then all the Barry White show you right. I want to do all of that with all of the bad notes. You get what I'm saying? I want to do the witty. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. And all the Mariah songs. I had a vision of love. All of that. I want to do all of those things with all the bad notes that I know I'm going to hit, because it's either out of my range, out of my style, out of my whatever. I just want to do it because you love them. And in that moment, you are that person, no matter how terrible it is. You get what I'm saying? Kiva said, that's where you're supposed to do it at. I'm supposed to go to karaoke and murder the hits. Or if that's my moment, that's my time, and I know that I'm a great performer, this awesome singer, and I know that I'll never get a chance to be on somebody's major stage. Let me go to this karaoke and turn this karaoke out like a Tina Turner with a mic and a full lean in the shoulders. Let me shut you down right quick. Boy, what's about to happen? What's a good time? You know what I'm saying? It's a great place to practice. Practice new songs, practice songs people know, practice voice training without all the get off the stage. You sound a whole mess. I'm just saying. She said, that's it. That's all. I'm just saying I want to do it. You know what I mean? And be able to enjoy that part of the show. But I also don't expect nobody to be like, girl, what was that? Or, oh my God, and be like, walk up stage waving like you won the pageant. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. And today, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that's clapped for me at the karaoke's. I'd also like to take this out. Shut your anyway. Keeper said, "What happened to just having fun?" Damn, man. Well, I mean, some people like I know, like seriously, like, it's a whole situation. Like some areas, when you go to karaoke, it's a thing. Like, look, you bring your A game to the karaoke show, it's going down. Karaoke, however you want to call it. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, Steve. You know, you bring your A game, you come in here and you shut it down. It's like all these performers, they up here, they getting down. Man, just go to the live open mic, okay? Yes, indeed. Mario said, "You taught me about unsolicited opinions a long time ago. I have learned that if people don't ask your opinion, just internalize and keep it moving and drink more water." You feel me? I taught you, Mario. Did I? Um, oh shit. Ooh. Uh, oh, well, hope it was a lesson that we learned together. Whatever it was, whether it was, yeah. Oh, girls. Girl, bye. Well, they would be pissed at me. Do you get down, Kiva? Do you go to karaoke and get down? Do you? I hope so. I hope so. I hope you go and do all the things and sing all the songs. That's what I hope for. Mm. So since I have you guys' attention, that's great. Let's talk about this. Is it? And I know a couple people answered already. I know Mario, you here. Steve, you're here. That's great. I always love to hear male opinions. So, is it how you say it? Is it what you're saying, or is it a combination of both? Now I know the delay is on here, and I just don't know how strong the delay is, but we'll start there. Okay. What is this? Yes, yes. Okay. So is it how you say it? Is it what you say? Or is it a combination? And if you were listening earlier, then you know that Lamont said how you say it. Steve said it's a combo. Lamont said it's how you said Double XL is in the building. What's good? DJ Double XL is in the building. Bobby Drake said how you said, "What up, Drake?" Look at all this male opinion jumping around. I appreciate y'all. How you say it, how you say it. That's interesting. That's interesting. Mario, what you think? How you say it, what you say, or a combination. Myron said it's all the thing. Everybody is sensitive and I am petty. That kind of is where I everybody okay, so is it just me? And I was gonna say, like, is it generational? But it's not, like, it's across the board. Like, the level of sensitivity in people is just, I don't know, like, it's like in your 40s, everything is like eggshells. Like, somebody, you have to say it this way, you have to do it this way. Why is everybody so upset about this? And then all of the nationalists tearing things down. This is propaganda. You can't say Phil you get what I'm saying? You can't do this. Or you get stuff and saying people saying things like, well, it's always been that way. Why? When did it's always been that way become like the acceptable standard? People been saying it forever, but is this we do know, right? That it's always been this way. It's not an acceptable standard. Like, it's also the very reason why you shouldn't. If it's always been this way and it's always been causing problems, well, then no one said anything doesn't mean that it wasn't causing an issue. They just didn't say anything. What you said, wussification of a nation. You so crazy, Steve. I'm just saying, like, everything and everybody is so sensitive. And I believe personally, what you say and or how you say it, whichever is the base of that, is gotta be. It's got to be based on who you saying it to. And if you got a whole IDGAF in your spirit, then I hope you prepare for the consequences. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you prepare for the consequences, because if you got a whole IDGAF in your spirit, I'm gonna say what I want to say. Well, that's great, but please know that somebody who you're saying what you got to say have the same space, the same freedoms, the same rights as you do. And if you don't want to hear this certain way that they say, do unto others. And then that space again. ... I'm just saying. Kiba Mystiquity said, because I'm coming out to relax and unwind. And if folks are pressed about it, maybe they need to step their singing level up. Oh, my bad. They can't because they're here singing with me. I can sing, but I will fuck up a note or two. I ain't mad. Mario said hashtag they just didn't say anything. Oh, this little gnat is driving me nuts, y'all. I'm gonna try to get it and not break my shit. Hopefully I missed it. Correction said if. Okay, got you. And Mario said, you can speak your mind and I can hit you in the head with a rock. You can. It's consequences to everything. That's probably not a good response though. Fam. Please don't hit nobody in the head with a rock. Please don't hit nobody in the head with a rock. That's Auntie Cora. Hey. Mario, please don't. That should not even be on the same. How is that? Oh. I love y'all. I promise I do. I promise I do. I'm just saying there are rocks. Oh, I'm just saying there are rocks. There are rocks. There are rocks. There are rocks, Mario. You are right. I'm just saying. Please don't do that. I just if using opinions expressed. I love y'all so much for that. That's real though. That's real good, Mario. That's good. That's good. But it's a thing though. When you saying things to people, like and I always go back to that example on Poetic Justice where Regina kind of went off on Joe. You can't just say without consequences, because some consequences are different. Like some people are really nice. A lot of people think that I'm really nice. Let me just adjust myself. There are a lot of people who think that I'm really, really nice. Like, oh, Patrice, you have such good patience. Well, they used to say that. At this point now, the people be side eyeing me, and let me tell you why. Because for a very long time, I just held all of this. You follow what I'm saying? And I find a way to attempt to communicate based on who I'm talking to and the care that I have for them. You feel me? Like it's a lot. Like if this is what they mean when they say relationships are work, baby, this is it. Like people say all the time, marriage is work, relationships work. I hope this is what they mean, because listen. Yes, Steve, the views and opinions. Keep said, I know different, but you are a doll in your own way. Look, listen. I'm really not as nice as people. Like when I think about it and I'm doing, my self-reflection and my evals and trying to, just, clean up my personal house a little bit. I'm not really nice. I'm not. I am tolerant. My tolerance level is pretty high, which people will easily mistaken for passability or vulnerability or the what I'm saying, manipulability. Yes, making me manipulable. Keep it said, I know different, but you are a doll in your own way. Listen, I mean, I'm a doll. Mario says, Patrice's facial expression be giving her away. She thinks she's invisible. It used to give me in trouble. I am invisible. A lot. And I am invisible. When I put my visibility cloak on, you're supposed to leave me there, Mario, not make the address about my facial expression. I say all the time, my face game, my poker game is whack. Because I don't like having to be lying. I be like, then it's over. And then it's over. Because then you already know that the conversation is not going to go how you were hoping, or that my opinion may not be what you had expected. Martina said, you go to different places. You go to different places for different things. So just make sure make sure people know what they're going to get when they come to you. Problem solved. Oh, they know. I know manipulable is my word for today. Easily manipulated. Exactly. I did adjust it, but I wanted to say manipulable. Okay. You're welcome. People do know that they're gonna that when it comes to me, and I agree with you 110%. So people know what they're gonna get when they know when they come over here. This is what Patrice is gonna say, and then, especially when you have a conversation and somebody tell you, "Well, I already know what you're gonna say." Well, if you know what I'm gonna say, then why are we talking? If you know what I'm going to say, then why are you asking? Are you hopeful that I'm gonna change my mind? Are you hopeful that I'm not going to see the jacked shadiness of this whole situation and I'm gonna be okay with it? Like, it's a lot of things that I've done in my past that I was not as necessarily proud of. A lot. But even in that, you understand what I'm saying? Even in that space, I'm always on the side of right. Like, even if it means I've judged myself, or I have offered some type of self-inflicted punishment, whatever the mindset or whatever, I don't even give myself no pass. I even tell myself, that's messed up. That ain't right. Like, seriously, I'd be like, girl, get your life. You know what I'm saying? And if I say it to me, if I don't get no pass, why am I gonna give you a pass? If I'm not gonna tell myself that the things that I'm saying is okay, I'm not saying it with the stuff you say is okay either. The things if I won't tell myself the things that I'm doing is okay, the stuff that I know is wrong. When I say wrong, I mean like morally, socially, spiritually. When we crossing those type of lines, I'm not playing no games with you, with nobody. Now, you want to do it on your own, that's fine. You don't got to get my approval to do nothing. Just don't expect me to be like, oh yeah, I know that was some fuckboy shit, but oh, it's cool. Cause I'm never gonna say that. You get what I'm saying? I'm never gonna say that. Oh yeah, I know you was on some fuckboy stuff. Or girl, that's the whole biggest of the bitches of the bitchy stuff that you could ever know. No. But it's cool. It will never come out of my mouth. Never. 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 We not going to jail. You feel me? We not finna have to repent. We not finna dodge karma. I'm not. I got my own karma dodging to do. I don't got to dodge for you too. As for Mario, people stopped asking my opinion years ago. It's a horrible idea. If you ask what I think, I'm going to tell you. Very true, Mario. I seen Mario look people in the face, even me, and be like, I don't like that shit. Okay. 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 Keep saying, and when you done telling me, I'm looking at you some kind of way. You feel me? Be like, okay. So now, I like honestly, I'm what I've been working on, like in this stage in my life, is I be really working on my okay. I mean, I can't keep my face from doing the. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to get that part, like when you do be like, okay, but it's usually okay, because all of that stuff that's happening in my mind before you understand what I'm saying? Like all this, like it's like before. Wait, though, wait. I don't know. Like just wait. Just I needed just a moment. You feel me? Just a moment. The other day I went to get some grits from not the other day, yesterday. Prime Social, Miss Ada Rollins was cooking, preparing the food there. And speaking of that, I got grits in the refrigerator. I just got excited. And she brought the plate out, brought the food out. The food was so delicious. But if it wasn't, I wouldn't have went up there specifically for the grits. Like if I'm not gonna eat somebody's food and then pretend that it's delicious and it's not. The same way I'm not gonna pretend that we all good and we not. Or that I'm okay with you trying to blunder my soul with your immoral behavior and then want me to co-sign. I'm not co-signing it, fam. I'm not. Just don't include me, and I promise you I'll be okay. I absolutely promise you that I will be just fine. But I think it's important to understand the difference in what you say and how you say it, and what you say or how you say it. You feel me? Like you can't expect keep it said or that I like you and I don't. That's real. I'm not gonna pretend. I know how to be social and I know how to be cordial without facading um relationship. You understand what I'm saying? I can be cordial. I can be professional without facading relationship. Like some people need to pretend that y'all best buddies. I don't never do I have to ever. And it's okay. You understand what I'm saying? She said hashtag me too. It's okay. Like if we gotta get something done, we can get in here, we can get this work done, we can be excited about the product, we can be excited about the project, we can be excited about the outcome and be like, this was really great. Thanks for getting this done. Still don't like your ass, but it don't have nothing to do with this project. Some people I know can't work with, won't work by, make no referral of a person that they don't like. Seriously. Or a person that's somebody that they don't, that's somebody that they know don't like. Let me run that back. Or a person that someone that's close to them don't like. They can't do it with them either. Auntie Rita says, I think that as human beings, we have to be careful with what we say to other people, and we definitely need to check our motives as it relates to why we're being honest. Sometimes people are just being mean under the guise of keeping it 100. Okay, so let me ask this, Auntie Rita. Um, is that with is that in line with the truth hurts? And if it's not necessary to disclose certain things, then just don't. Like is and before I ask the next part of how are we able to walk in a space of like honesty? You understand what I'm saying? Like I know what it's like to be spiteful. or what the intentions are to be rude or hurtful to somebody. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a fact, then is that not just in the delivery? I be wanting you to call in. Kiva says, "Stop pretending." After Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, baby. She said, "I stopped pretending after watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood." I understand. Let me try to see. Auntie K, hey, she said, "I'm listening to you for the first time." Hey, Auntie Kim. Hey, how you doing? Oh Lord, please let me wash my mouth. Let me wash my mouth. TT, please. So okay, so I'm asking, like, only because that Auntie Rita, I'm just saying that. Hey, Mr. Freeman, how you doing? How you doing? Yep, them lips. Look. So what I'm asking, let me see. Be you, baby. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so over the years and through the years, like, have we not practiced saving people's feelings and exchange that for, like, for learning how to better communicate? Like, you can communicate displeasure or help or adjustment in areas without being cold. Can you not? Like, you can communicate that without being crass. You understand what I'm saying? Because honesty and crass, we agree, is not the same thing, even though, like, where is the line? Like, in your opinion, like, where do you draw that? Do you just keep it to yourself? Do you not say? If you ask me, the situation, if I just show up, me like, no, you know what I'm saying? If I'm being crass, I can understand that, but I can't, like, grasp my mind. I mean, I'm working on this part, um, with not being truthful in a situation for the sake of somebody's feelings. That's how shit gets smudged, and people fall out in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no realness. Like, how do we better ourselves if I'm moving under the guise that I'm okay and I'm not, or that what I'm doing is okay and I'm not, because the correction would be would hurt my feelings, not harmful, but would hurt my feelings. You have to know who you're talking to. I get it. You get what I'm saying? I agree, but I think that we've spent so much time as just year after year and hundreds, like, in the ways of all things that are. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not tripping, like, but literally in the ways that all things are. We have just spent so much time pacifying with dishonesty, creating these quote unquote monsters of untruth to do whatever in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish that, like, dudes always say this is, I know it's a very general statement, but if I told you the truth, you couldn't handle it. And the response typically is, it's not that I can't handle the truth, is that I still won't respond with the same guise of acceptance under this circumstance. And you understand what I'm saying? Like, perfect example. A guy just saw the girl, saw somebody he thought was attractive. He didn't share that with his partner. But why did he need to share that with his partner? Should he have shared it with his partner? Okay, he not been intimate with her. He's not even attempting intimacy. Or maybe it was somebody that he knew before she came along. Everybody did, like, all these little fine lines of details comes with it. You have to know who you're talking to, is what, as Auntie Rita put it. You know what I'm saying? But in the same breath of all of that, shouldn't he be able to say, when they're sitting somewhere, not even just a general conversation, if the conversation come up as, that's a nice dress or a nice whatever, shouldn't he be able to say that without an assault? without the engagement? Like, should that not be okay? Or if you know that he's attracted to a certain look or a certain feel or a certain idea, why pretend that that's not supposed to be the case? Who ever thinks I should never turn my eyes onto anyone else once that I've been married? How I behave, how I react in that space has to coincide with the rules of engagement in my relationship. But we won't pretend that once you are married, you don't find anybody else attractive. Is like maybe not enough to move you to action? Okay. Shout out to my homeboy Track Sanders for chiming in, dude. See you on Wednesday. BlowRadio.com. Tracks will be live on BlowRadio.com with Homer Blow going over his album Schizo. So if you haven't had the opportunity to hear any of the tracks that I've been playing sporadically, last show, this past show, then I'm gonna play another one in a little bit so you can check it out because it's fire. It's absolutely fire. Let me see. Auntie Cora says, I believe it's possible to correct and or give a truth without being vengeful and hurtful. Some people just have crass personalities and have no idea how to deliver a message outside of that character. I agree. Ty King KP says finding that kind of respect should be easy to find. How so, Ty? How so? What do you say easy to find? What do you mean by that? Kiva says, let's wait for it to load up here. My system is not being friendly. Let's see what we got. Yeah, me and mine say it with no problem. Shit, we both know what each other like, period. But that's what I'm talking about. You found something that works. You know what I'm saying? Kiva said, what else did she say? I'm trying to get my little links to light up here. We both comment hell. I'm just saying, some people can't. Some people don't. I mean, and not just that was just one example, but it's so many different ways where so many different options and opportunities where significant others are what's the word I'm looking for? Stifled because of why? I don't understand. I don't know. So I'm asking y'all because again, I don't have all the answers, but it's a point of having these conversations. Facebook users, if I can't be transparent with my wife partner, then let's rethink that relationship. Honestly, like completely and in complete total truth, that is how I feel. If I can't be transparent with my wife or my partner, then let's rethink the relationship. I don't want to be married to somebody that feel like he can't be honest with me about how he feels. You can be honest with me about how you feel. You can even tell me that you want certain things. I don't have to agree with it. Let's try to find a compromise in this space, but let's also say that we have set a standard for who we are. Can we honor that? If that comes like this, that's the part that I don't grasp as hard. Trying to find the line, trying to figure out where that is. Okay, man, it ain't a smooth transition because somebody be like, I'm not going with that, or I'm not going with that. But then you end up either cheating or lying or backbiting or mistreating this person because of the way that you feel because you weren't honest. That's awful. Like, yeah, it's not okay. Ty King said because we're both on the same level of understanding. Listen, we all got lines. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh, okay then. Okay. Do you follow what I'm saying? Like, I know it's like I try not to play devil's advocate, and I can offer just my opinion, but my opinion ain't necessarily the popular one, and I'm okay with that. But I also want to know what y'all think and how y'all feel about these, different opportunities of engagement. Like, I want you to tell me everything. I want you to be comfortable telling me everything, and no, I'm not gonna to resent you for it. And if it's not, as long as you are not causing hurt, harm, or danger, you get what I'm saying, to us, you or someone, you know what I'm saying, someone else in that capacity on GP. Auntie Reedy said I can't see anyone's comments. You guys might be in I don't know if you guys are all on my Facebook page. Y'all might be in the groups or pages or something like that, Auntie Rita. So what I'll do is I'll try to I'm not try to. I'll make sure I put them up on the screen. Because you guys are in different places and me reading it. You guys are logged in. Some people are on my Facebook page. Some people are on my personal page. Some people might be in the blowradio.com group. So it depends on where you are tuned in to that is allowing for that. Just an FYI regarding that, I think, let me see, this is September. I believe that this is the last month that we'll be broadcasting on all of the sites. We're going to scale back on where I'm broadcasting to do some direction. So, Bobby said, that's why. So where do I have to go to see all the comments? It depends on where everybody is. Everybody's in different places. So I'll make sure that I post them here on the page and then you can see the comments. So if I post them on the screen like this, now you can see them. See? Right. So you guys are on different platforms. You know what I'm saying? And now because of that, if you're in different areas, then you can't see what everybody is commenting unless I put up on the screen or if I read it out loud. But going forward, I'll make it so that is less what's the word I'm looking for? Less cumbersome. I like that word. Even though I don't know we like cucumber. I like the word cumbersome. Indeed. Yeah. So again, strengthen our communications. Like what I have learned also in some recent conversations is some of us are not strong listeners, and some of us are expecting a little bit extra detective work in resolve of communication than some of us. Then you're like literally, if I can't explain to you how I feel, am I wrong for expecting you to figure it out? Maybe you can figure it out and help me figure it out too. Am I wrong for that? Maybe wrong is not the best word, but it's the one that comes to mind right now. If I can't express to you what it is, how I want, how I feel, what I need, and you don't figure it out, can I be mad at you? Yes is yes. Yes, what, Beatrice? Yes, it's wrong. Auntie Cora says, so much needs to be brought to the surface when you enter into a relationship. If you can't speak honestly and openly, there will eventually be communication issues, which leads to other issues. Two-way communication is and always will be critical and necessary in any relationship. Kiba said, nope. And then let's see what Deidre says. Because if you can't tell me, how else am I gonna know? Exactly. I got you. I see it. I try to figure it out. I'm like, if you can't, girl, you know I'm dyslexic. Don't be doing that. I'm just kidding. Take your time and get it together. We can always make some corrections. Kiva said, no, not at all. That's your responsibility to teach folks how to treat you. No, you're not wrong for feeling like that. Marley said, no, I wouldn't expect the next person to know if I can't even explain it. There's only so much I can figure out. So, like, honestly, at some point in time when you start dating somebody and things are going and you feel like they're supposed to quote unquote know you, does that change the expectation? Does the You really don't know me come into effect in this moment if something is happening with you emotionally, physically, if something is off and I know something, but I don't know what. Am I still not expected to be able to communicate or to expect communication? To make it clear, like help me out. Do I gotta help me out? That comes with time. Okay, but okay, I see you. I see you. I see you, son. Um, trying being able to figure out, but like, do I is it expected? Do you get what I'm saying? Is it expected that I figure out? Like I know you well enough that I don't have to say nothing. Like, do you expect that, or is it okay if you have to communicate it? You still have to talk to your partner. Okay, Beatrice, I see you. I just think that we forget that, and I think that we don't get to communicate um that feeling. No, I mean the importance of those expectations. Like you still got to talk to me. You get what I'm saying? You still have to talk to me. You still have to be able to say this is how I feel. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is what I think. This is what I want. This is what I need. You got to be able to do that. You understand what I'm saying? And it don't you don't and you have to learn to be able to do it in a way that does not constantly verbally assault, attack, assume, accuse. You're teaching your partner to always be on guard. And when I say your partner, I don't necessarily just mean your significant other. I mean the other person that you are communicating with, whether it's at work, whether it's your child, whether you understand what I'm saying? Like all those rules of engagement, it don't change. You understand what I'm saying? That basic core doesn't change. Um, what's it? Facebook user. I'm sorry, it didn't come up. This is what I see. She says transparency is as clear as it gets. The problem arises when you have your own truth. Your truth without transparency is a lie. Oh, who is this Facebook user? Oh, no, that was good. That was good. That was good. I'm gonna have to put that right on. I'm gonna put it on the screen so I can know to come back to it. Yes. Who is this Facebook user? Ty King said it takes a real person to be honest up front. Def gotta communicate that for the future incidents. I see you. I see you. I see you, Dot. I see you. I see you. Listen. Oh, I love that. Your truth without transparency is a lie. Boy, that's a whole word. And I want to thank you for logging on to today's show. Up in his piece. Auntie Cora says learning someone is a lifelong process. I'm gonna say that again because it never stops. Like you can live with someone forever and never really know them. Okay, let me just run it back, whatever. So Auntie Cora said learning someone is a lifelong process. Knowledge is if we have not experienced certain things, we don't know yet how the other will respond. Mm, mm, mm. Boy, y'all on here, all these word dropping today. Let me get it together. Um, no, don't. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's okay. See, I felt it in my man, my man at work. He said, "Do you hear me? Listen, Kiva, that was everything. That statement was everything. I want to know who that Facebook user was. I would love to know that. I just feel like, you can be forever trying to do that. People change, people grow, and you have to expect that people change and people grow. Sometimes people when revert backslide, you know what I'm saying, to different ways, different things that they used to do that they were comfortable doing, and maybe they are making an effort at change or rehabilitation or growth, but have not successfully transitioned to this space. People are people. You got to stay communicating. Stay communicating. Don't be so afraid to talk. Don't be so afraid to, here we go. Here we go. Listen. Don't be so afraid to listen that you miss out on an opportunity to better, make things well, make amends. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I know Auntie Cour said what bothered me years ago may not bother me today, and vice versa. That part, do you hear me? That part. Some things that I may have been fickle about before. You just don't assume that I'm still the same person in that space. And you unless I'm just using it every day, saying it back and forth. Like, people change. The things that used to bother you may not. The things that you can get away with before, you probably can't. It changed. But you got to know, that's why you got to communicate. And you can't expect your partner to just assume that these things have changed or this is still the same. You have to be willing to communicate it. And then you also have to be willing to make it visual, make it plain. I swear I don't get mad when you you go ham. That's not the same thing. Don't nobody want to be cussed out just because you disagree with something. Well, I know a lot of people who don't want to be cussed out. Somebody might think that that's okay. I want to prove it. I want to prove it. Somebody else may, but I won't. That's not how you talk to people. Not to get any healthy results. Like, you talk to people when you yelling and screaming and hooping and hollering and belligerent or assaulting verbally. When you're doing any of those things, you are perpetuating trauma that it may not be for you to help the person get over. It may be somebody else's job to clean up that mess, or they got to engage, and now you just adding what you call it? What's they're looking for? You just adding fuel to the fire. That's it right there. Listen to this. Facebook user says, you will go to your grave not really knowing and understanding yourself. You encounter new experiences and change your position every day. From moment to moment, you evolve, and that's just fine. Do you hear me? Boy, I want to know who Facebook user is. That's what I would like to know. You gain nothing from cheating on your mate when you're louder. Look. My concept, what these types of infidelities birth is, I'm gonna just leave it alone, because I'm sure that my opinion is not popular in those areas. So I'm okay with that. We're gonna leave that part alone. I mean, cheating. I just wish that people remembered to talk. That's one of the first things you learn is communication. Because you need it to survive. Oh my gosh. You need it to eat. You need it when you're tired. You need it to be rejuvenated. You need it to restore. You need it to rest. You need it. And in order to get basic basic survival things. The basics that you need to exist in this life. You gotta learn how to communicate with the people you are hoping exchange from, whether it's love, intimacy, creativity. You got to be able to, that's why music has its own language. You got to learn to read it to play it. Or if you quote unquote play by ear, you follow what I'm saying? It's a language that's still happening that you can find your way around, but you don't necessarily reading it. It's not. Let me back up. That's why music has a language. You have to learn to read music in order to excel in communications. However, if you can play and move and feel and write and sing by ear, those two are parts that we can, or are ways, are part of how the communication structure in that area is. But that applies like across the board. Across the board. Hmm. Does this help with our introduction? Does what help with our introduction? I'm sorry. Um, not sure what you mean, Facebook user. Um, mm, okay. I just like think about that. Like every day when I'm having conversations with my seniors specifically, but moreover, all of the people in my life that I love, I'm trying to show you who I am. It's not showing up, Facebook user. You can always just type your name. You can even inbox me. Hey, Auntie Rita. Okay, so I'm sorry. I got sidetracked a little bit. I just want to be able to try to remember that you have to open your mouth. We're so afraid of. Okay, hold on one second. I got a call coming in. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I got a call coming in. Hold on one second, caller. I'll be right with you. Where is it? Let's just do like this because I can't find the cord. Hello, caller, are you there? Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Are you there? Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you for calling blowradio.com. You're live with this Patrice. Who am I speaking with?
I'm gonna adjust your name and just call you Justice Patrice. I like to call you Justice Patrice.
You can call me Justice Patrice.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do that because you're bringing truth and justice to the radio wave.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Formal introduction. I am your Facebook caller. My name is Gransberry, first name Everett.
Hello, Everett Gransberry.
I just appreciate talking to you guys. I just wanted to say greetings to not only you, but the Milwaukee area. And I will actually, I'll end the phone call. At least you know who I am now, and so does Milwaukee.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate your input is very enlightening. I appreciate you.
It's been my pleasure and it will continue to be so.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. You take care of yourself.
You also. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the call. I love knowing, you know, who I'm speaking with. And oh, okay. Okay, y'all. Hold on. I'm just trying to clear all of this. and make it happen. Okay, so I'm ready. I just as we're getting older, specifically, you know what I mean? Like it's so many things that are taking place in how we're communicating and what's to be left of, you know, when you leave here. When I love my friends and my family and I care about the person I'm engaging with, it absolutely matters to me that when we depart or when we conclude the conversation for the day or whenever, you know what I'm saying, whether it's by sight or an actual engagement, that there's I don't want there to be a hostile resolve. And I know some people really feel like well, you just have to do what's best for you. Well, what's best for me is to not is to not be in a space of negativity that just lingers. Like, who wants to carry that? Like, I think about the last time I see you. Could this be it? Did we embrace? Do you know that I love you? Do you know that I care? Do you know whenever? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it clear, or did we depart in hostility? What do we have a misunderstanding? And because I don't want none of that. Like, it won't be on my lap. If you walk away from me and you angry and you hostile and you want to just deal with it later, okay. Yes, it was for you, little old Miss Thick with it. It was for you. That laugh was for you. Um, uh, I don't want that. So it's important that I'm clear when I communicate. It's important that when I say, no, I didn't say that, or no, I wouldn't have said that, I would have said this. You should probably take me at my word for it. At this stage in my life, maybe when I was younger, you probably have doubted it, but at this stage in my life, I'm going to be honest, because my intention is always to depart in wellness. Let me see. Yeah, it was kind of like that. To depart in wellness. Um, I've learned that life is really short. It's really short, and most of us, based on my listenership, have more years behind us than we do going forward. Don't you want your intentions clear? Your ideas and your effort clear, clearly understood, clearly communicated, clearly expressed? I do. I do. And I want to be able to have an opportunity to be able to be sure you know without question. And not just from me saying, you know, I love you, girl. You know, I love you, boy. Boy, you know, I love you. Ain't no doubts in my behavior. And even if you've done something that I don't agree with, that don't mean my love for you changes. Even if we can't exchange in an opportunity of honor, it don't mean that I was trying to hurt you. And look, now some people, I'm not everybody, because there's some people out here, and Auntie Cora, Auntie Rita, Kiba has said it earlier. It's some people that just want to be crass. Some people that just get off on the idea of being mean and ugly and hateful and awful to, like, and if you don't never know nothing about me, I make a whole announcement when I'm being petty. because so you can know that I'm petty in this moment. I don't even know if that I meant what I said. I'll be even honest enough to be able to say that. Like that's a lot to expect from people. But I do. I expect it because that's what I want. That's how I am, and that is my intended engagement. You understand what I'm saying? Auntie Cora said we can agree to disagree and still love each other. I'm hopeful of that kind of love. We don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. I don't have to like any other thing that you do. And I can still love you. We might not kick it because if your behavior conflicts with my moral fabric, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. But that don't mean I don't love you. It don't mean that it means I'm not going to allow you to manipulate me, take advantage. You understand what I'm saying? Of my love based on your need or not need or acknowledgement of that space. But it don't mean that I wish ill on you. Like some people are just awful. Like legitimately, sometimes I think about that stuff and I'd be like, fam, you awful. And then the lines the statements that address um levels of morality, like are you, is this sin worse than that sin, is this mm, it's all bad. You follow what I'm saying? But I do believe that some stuff is absolutely worse than others. It's all bad. But some things you'd be like, you need to get out of here. Someone had to teach you to hate. Facebook user says, God gave you free will, so along the way you could refuse hate or begin to embrace love. Mm, unbelievable. Like watching and listening and learning and engaging in just people. Like some people, y'all think y'all people watchers. Like, do you really watch? Like, I watch. I watch people's walks. I watch how they engage one another. I watch people's looks. Like somebody be watching my looks in my face while I be talking. Sometimes I cover my mouth like this when I'm saying certain things because they be reading my lips, and she know who I'm talking about. But sometimes we are in situations where all I'm saying that was just a long way around to saying do better, y'all. I was just gonna go the long way about saying we gotta do better. We have to do better on how we communicate, on how we love one another. Oh, that's that statement. My friend Ernest, he made the statement is so beautifully, and it just basically said that we are better mourners than we are in love. Like we mourn more in, you know what I'm saying, with more intention and more focus and more purpose than we love on one another. That is why I believe it is not just what you say, but it's how you say it too. Not one or the other. Two. Auntie Rita said it very plainly. Why are you addressing that? Are you intending to hurt somebody? Are you sure? You feel me? Are you sure you need to? Is there gain here? You follow what I'm saying? Or are you just being a whole asshole? Are you? I believe in karma so hard, y'all. I believe in karma so hard. It's just a natural, um, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just naturally how the universe works. One action creates another act. You know what I'm saying? It's cause and effect, y'all. But like some cause and effects, it'd be like this happened to this happened and this happened to that happened because this happened because that happened and this happened and that happened, and then your tire was flat. Be like, what? But it was all those things that took place. And when you go places and you see colors, like everything happens for a reason. When people say that, like I think it's down to the basics of like my curtains are white for a reason. The things that happen when you go outside, when you see cars and go by, things like all those people in those moments, y'all, somebody, if you notice the car, you notice the car for a reason. It may be that car that triggered this memory to push that thought to push this space. It's all these little things. The chain reaction of life is so real. You gotta do better about the decisions that you make when you are choosing to execute and on in and on people. Cause when it comes to you, comes back around, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it to be awful. I just don't. I don't want that engagement. I don't want that type of um I don't want none of that karma. I don't. I don't want any of that negative, bad energy. Just the good vibes only. Good vibes only. Or just realness. You get what I'm saying? And the truth is, you don't have to like me. You don't have to. You also don't have to engage me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to love me. You also don't gotta be here, fam. You know what I mean? But I hope in all of the hopiness of the hoping that while you are so quick to be outwardly projective of negative energy, that there is a moment, a time, an opportunity that you are taking for self. To review, are we taking self inventory? Like that's not a bad thing to do. People say don't spend too much time to yourself talking to yourself. You absolutely please don't spend too much time to yourself. You got to bounce it off somebody else, especially if you're living in the space. If you're just living by you, then it don't matter. But we live in a society where we are all engaged, all involved in some way, shape, or form. We always hear people talk about 6 degrees of separation. If you live in smaller towns, it's less than that. Like, get out your head for 5 minutes. Take a moment of self inventory. You hear me say this all the time. And stop lying to yourself first. It'll make it so much easier. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of it. Start there. You get what I'm saying? Kiva said, you better. Yep. And then Facebook user said it's all connected, and for the most part it's being driven by your choice of words. Words have power. Not just what you say, not just how you say it. Do you understand? Like it matters. No matter how you say, I killed your such and such, such and such. It don't make it any better. Oh yeah, I killed your frogs. You killed my frog. I killed your cat. You killed my cat. You killed my dog. Wait a minute. Why? You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and so I totally just killed your cat. What? Nothing about that was okay. No matter how nice you said it. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I emptied your bank account. Yeah, yesterday. So you had left your card. And so you had gave me the PIN number that one time, so I kept it, and then I went to the bank and I took out all the money. What did that sound like? What does that sound like to you? I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Dietrich said, "Yep." So learn to get off your emotions and let's address the issues like adults should and can. I'm just saying. Facebook user said, "I have enjoyed your company today, and I look forward to the next phase of our journey. Looking forward to talking with you again too. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that." I'm just y'all laughing. Deidre said I need bail money. I'm just saying this no matter how you say this. No matter how you say it. I just wanna look. Oh my God. So I hit your car. hmm I hit your car. Oh yeah, that was me. Who hit my car? I hear your car. Are you laughing? I'm not laughing. I'm telling you with a good spirit, so to be okay. Oh, right. I slept with your guy and flirted with it, and he flirted with me, and so it went down. Right? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I know that was your husband. No. Oh, I didn't know it was a problem. Really? Really? I'm just saying it's both. In my opinion, in laying out engagement, you get what I'm saying? You want to make sure like I don't you cannot sugarcoat you killed my dog. No? Okay. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just saying. So language and in the what? Like it's a thing. It's a thing. Um I want to be I don't want to be misunderstood. I don't want to be my forwardness to be interpreted as an opportunity to be unkind. So in that space, that is why I'm mindful with how to say certain things. I don't leave you any room because people don't ask, well, can you reiterate that or say it another way so I can make sure that I understand what you were saying to me? Can you re I don't know, re-communicate that, change the words a little bit, say it differently so I can make sure that I understand and then repeat it back to you. Nobody ever does that. When you having these intense conversations, you get to somebody and then you pouring your little soul out. How often does it happen when they reiterate back to you? Okay, repeat back to me what I said. Some people are offended when you be like, okay, you heard me. Tell me what you heard. Don't say it like I said it. Don't repeat the word verbatim. Rephrase it and tell me so I can make sure that you understood what I intended you to understand and that you can just make up your own definitions and create your own concept of what I was trying to deliver. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh my, oh, that is, oh, my whole forehead started hurting immediately. That is like one of the biggest pet peeves in my entire of my existence. Don't take this opportunity to interpret what I meant based on your gathering of information or based on your understanding. Please don't do that. All I want you to do, all I really honestly and truthfully want you to do is understand exactly what I meant. not what you took away from it. No, 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 no. I want you to understand what I meant, not what you assumed or what you opted to take away from it. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Now, don't be offended because I'm saying, okay, so I said this. Tell me what you heard. Especially with women. I know what you meant. No, don't tell me you don't know what I meant. Cause you don't, if it's not this, then you don't know what I meant. If it don't mean, if you don't understand that I meant this, then we have a communication barrier. We need to fix that immediately. No, you said what you meant. I did say what I meant, and I didn't say that. See what I mean? Energy be this high, emotions be this high, ready to fight, ready to check. I'm not here to engage you in hostility. All I want is for what I said to be understood based on what my intentions of it was, not your own. Not your own. You was crazy. I want you to stop, girl. You a mess. I'm just saying. Yes, that's for you, Key. I got your message. Um, you follow what I'm saying? I need to be clear. And as we mature, as we are talking about strengthening our relationships, as we are talking about being there and being better and engaging one another on this other level, like people always talking about vibrate higher. I want to be better than the person I was before, do better, treat better, learn better, engage better than the generations before me. If we're going to grow, if we're going to grow, you get what I'm saying, into this next phase, then we have to fix some of the things that have taken place before us. Earlier, we mentioned it. They've been doing this for years. It wasn't okay then either. It wasn't okay then. It's okay now. Is it okay now? It's not. It's not. What are you doing about it? How are you making the changes? What are you doing to make corrections? Like, cause you can't fix nobody else. You can't make somebody else better or adjust it, or you just can't. You had to start with yourself. You had to start with the way that you communicate, the way that you understand, the way that you communicate what you understand, what your intentions are, what your purpose is in all of your relationships. What are your intentions in your relationships? What does that look like? What does that look like? What are you doing about it? If you are not pleased with it, if you are not content with what your legacy looks like. And legacy is not just a financial thing. How are you engaging people? What does your relationship trail look like? When you leave this life, if you leave this life before those that you love, what are they going to say about it? What's that at my funeral? That's why people now say, give me my flowers now. It's the big thing now. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a thing now. But what does that look like? I mean, really, really look like. I tell people I love them all the time because I want them to know. I smile and I genuinely engage people with just kindness because that is the impression I want to leave. That is impression. I'm not gullible. I'm not easily manipulated. There you go, Mario. I just simply want like my glasses and my homegirl Freebie will tell you these mugs ain't nothing rose colored about these glasses. I just honestly don't have the energy to constantly complain or to listen to you constantly be miserable with no effort in trying to make some change. Things happen to us, for us, by us, because of us, with us. Like it's so many things. Like you want to just be available to things keep happening to you. Like it's perspective. Perspective. What does that look like? What does it look like? Kiba said facts because we say I've seen an empty home going or two. You so crazy. I'm just saying. She said I've seen an empty home going or two. Seriously. Relationship matter. You know what I mean? Like I like it how you engage people. You don't have to be a suck up or um oh sure, a yes ma'am or you know what I'm saying, a yes chick or a no chick, or I mean a no yes ma'am, or a yes sir or a no yes ma'am. That's what it is. A yes sir or a yes ma'am type of person. That's what it is. Okay, I might not getting the language together there. Okay, that's what it is. You don't have to all day. You don't got to be that. Auntie Cora said, "I'm too old and life is too short." It's too short. I don't need any of that. Like I believe that. Like I'm not finna argue with none of y'all no more. Like a few years ago, maybe I might have had a little oomph left in me to be able to. Now I'd be like, "That's okay." Didn't you hear? Don't do that to me. Don't do what? Oh, you want me to? How? What you want? You want me to? I'm not gonna just do what you want me to do. But are you looking for a fight? Cause it ain't here. Are you looking for hostility? Are you looking to be displeased? Well, tell me what you need. And then they're not, because clearly only one of us is able to think in this moment. Clearly only one of us is able to make a decision that's gonna make sense in this moment. And it might not be you, fam. It's cool. And it's okay that it's not you. Because somebody gotta make the decision for one or both of us. And if it's gonna be me today, then it might be me today. It might be me today. If it's gonna be me in this moment, in this opportunity, then it's me. You feel me? And sometimes that means just being quiet. Have your moment. Have your thing. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Have your moment. Have your thing. Mm-mm. Because I have more years behind me. And I just don't want to spend the last few, whenever they are, 20 so plus. Maybe I give me another 30 something out of them. You know what I mean? That would be so nice. But we'll see. Whatever that is, because none of us really knows. I just want to smile like all the time. And I want to be able to honestly celebrate if my loved one needs to leave this plane. Because I'm not in a position to do that right now. But I'm getting there. I don't want to for my sake extend their suffering. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want that for neither of us. I don't want that. I want that in the time that we have, that it feels so good all the time that I'm full of love, and I'm full of engagement, and I'm full of joy. Everything in life is not pretty. This life is just as complicated as the people make it. And because I don't have time for someone to sit around in my little peace chamber to complicate my life, to complicate my stress, to compound the woes of just other being caught up in the whirlwind of someone else's karma or someone's backlash or catching the double step on that. You don't sit here and intentionally drop it in my lap. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. I really do want to smile. And I want to love, and I want to hug, and I want to kiss, and I want to celebrate, and I want to honor those that I love and that love me. And I literally, I think about that all the time. How can I do blah 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 for this person? How can I show someone that I care? I want you to feel it. I want you to know it. You get what I'm saying? And not just my words, but I'm gonna tell you now. It's just one of me. Just like it's just one of you. Like it's one of me and it's thousands of y'all. And what I won't do is deplete myself in an effort to do that. But I will give what I can emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, because that's the type of person that I am. And everybody has their limits. And you should be mindful, if you love and care about somebody, to understand that everybody has their limits. And if you can say, I know you do, and then you have the audacity to place a comma and the BUT to negate everything that you said, I understand, but I love you, but I wish you, I'm not trying, fam. I don't even listen to what you said. I immediately disregard the first statement. The first part of this statement, I immediately dismiss it. And you are so amazing, but I love you, but okay, well let's talk about the other, because this part is, at this point we're just gonna sit this over here. Let's talk about this, but whatever it is, let's address that part of who we are, and then as we move forward, you know what I'm saying? Don't. This was so good, but what? Who you call? But then I'm not. I would give anything for you, but anything but anything but means not anything. We as a whole existence of people, like a whole human race, we start with one word, we set a label, and then we just constantly change it, and that's fine because growth is a thing. But let's make sure that the communication line is clear, because it still needs to mean the same to you that it means to me. It's got to, we gotta have the same understanding. An octagon with a red octagon with white writing is typically what? I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to answer that. There's a couple of y'all still logged on. That's what I'm talking about. A red octagon with white writing is a what? Anybody? I'm gonna give y'all a minute to I know the delay is there, so I'm gonna give y'all a second to catch that, because I just want to know. This is how we know we on the same page. And don't be sarcastic and funny in your comments. Just just answer the question. A red octagon, absolutely, Beatrice, with right writing is usually what? This is the type of communication that I long for us to have. That clearly. A red triangle with white writing is typically a what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the traffic book, state to state. State to state. Absolutely, Beatrice. Thank you. A green rectangle or square with right writing is usually offering mileage to an in between towns or cities. Red light, yellow light, green light. No matter where you go, traffic light is the exact same. There's a yellow light. It still means yield, slow down, proceed with caution. You understand what I'm saying? A red light is stop. No matter where you go, anywhere in the world. That's the type of communication I want us to be able to have. And it's okay if it changes. It's okay if you need to make some adjustments, but it is then your responsibility to communicate adjustment that you made. It is then if you change language, if you tweak the acceptance, i.e., a series of slang terms that have gone from meaning one thing to another over the decades. Boy, I tell you, these kids know they change all the names. Oh my gosh. But nonetheless, it is your responsibility to communicate the change. Otherwise, I'm still going to believe that a red octagon with white writing is a stop sign. I want us to do better. I want us to do better. Um, I want us to do better. And I want us to do better about understanding that better is an option and that you are not stuck in these ways. You are not stuck at the concept of that you limit access. We've set boundaries, we've set restrictions that we also have the ability to adjust. Adjust them. Spread your wings. Just communicate that you spread your wings. And so now over here, I'd like to see the red stop sign as something else. And it means that in here, it may not mean that over there. It just means that over here, that's what that means. Just be willing to communicate that. Be willing to make the offset of what that looks like. Make the change. Beatrice, have a good evening to meet again. It's been great. Thank you, sis. I'll see you next week, hopefully. She says, have a good evening, y'all. Till we meet again, Patrice. Keep teaching. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mm. Oh, I just realized what time it is, and I have to go make this call. But it has been the greatest of pleasures to be hanging out and talking with you guys, to spending all this good love and energy with you guys. Just looking for opportunities to strengthen our relationships, strengthen our communication, because we got to do better. Like, and again, I never have all the answers. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Just a person with some experiences, and I'm hopeful that as we go into this next season of life together, that we're bridging those communication gaps and we're strengthening opportunities to be better, so that we can truly give ourselves and our loved ones their roses while they are still here. Uh, I just think that we deserve that. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't all come from, the smoothest of pasts. We don't all have the neatest histories. But going forward, I'm looking forward to being better for myself, being better for you, engaging, creating opportunities for us to build and grow and learn and connect. Out to everybody that logs on to blowradio.com. Don't forget to log on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, Catch Homer Blow is going to be interviewing Trax Sanders and going over his new album called Schizo. And before we get ready to leave out of here, I'm gonna play a song off the album for you. Of course, I went right over to Spotify. I looked him up because you got to be able to do that. You get what I'm saying? Look up your people. Let me look up my homeboy tracks again. And last week I played Never Ever, I think, and today I played F You Very Much. Yeah, I'm gonna just play that one again. No, I'm not. I'm gonna play backwards because there's a video out for that one too. So I think that if you get an opportunity to look him up and go and enjoy it, this song is called Backwards, featuring I think it's Zeke Jenkins and Alicia Miller. So y'all check this out. I'm gonna chill. We're gonna vibe on this, and then I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Hold on, check this out. Let's get them together. Ooh, sometimes this thing play when they want to play.
You don't know how to love me, yeah. And you wasn't even trying. So what are your plans for? Or are we playing this thing by ear? Yeah. I wanna know what this really is. Can't play with these cards that you're dealing. Yeah, got me all in my feelings. Showing me where your heart really is, and it's not here. be my man. Make it official, baby. Woo! Can't play with these cards that you're dealing. Yeah, got me out in my feelings. Show me where your heart really is. And it's not easy. If we ain't moving forward, it's backward. You know you can't live without like this. We come too far, go backward. Holla, baby, why you being rude? Supposed to be a man, why I'm catching up too? It's supposed to be Beyonce and Jay. Relationship with this club late, twerking like I'm confused. Say you want a fam, right? You sure that you the fam type? Girl, I'm trying to have a house in the hills with 1 million kids out there, but I get a new chick before I ever go back. If they ain't moving forward, it's backward. You know you can't do it now like this. We come too far to the backward.
Yup. That was Backwards by Track Sanders. Don't forget to log on to blowradio.com Wednesday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time with Homer Blow as he sits with tracks and goes over the entire Schizo album. I'm telling you now, if you don't have it, yo bad. I'm like straight up, like seriously, I'm gonna try to post this here. I don't know if it's gonna show or not or whatever the case may be. Just go check him out. Like it's on all. Is that one post? It is. It's on all major sites. It's just so it's so dope. You know what I'm saying? Like literally the whole album is fire like that. And personally, I said this before, like I was like, I knew it was gonna be a little edgy. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking forward to it. I'm like, is it it might be a little more street than my little heart can handle, but he bust my head wide open. I'm trying to tell you. And I was like, okay, tracks. Okay. But I'm an R&B chick and I love like rich, soulful music. And yeah, he definitely gave it to us on his album. Check it out. It's called Schizo by Track Sanders. The whole album is fire. If you want to hear in details the layout of the song and what was going on and the whole backstory on the album, up and coming artists doing their thing, you gotta tune in. Just tune in on Wednesday. I'm gonna say Grammy Award winning Track Sanders. You gotta know what you know about the folks. He just never ceases to amaze me. He's extremely talented, and it's an honor to be able to play his music here. And I'm looking forward to the show on Wednesday. Drake, I know, right? Fire. Do you hear him, dude? Yeah, the album is fire. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I have apparently a little bit of a call I need to make. But nonetheless, it has been my pleasure to spend the time with you guys. Glad that you guys are spending time chopping it up and talking with me. It's always good to welcome you guys to Mondays with a little bit of thought-provoking insight, some good vibes, some great energy, just the way you like it. You get what I'm saying? All the feels, because why not? You gotta be able to express all the emotions and tapping into that. Those things are key to communication, dealing with those emotions, addressing them, bringing them to the table, and learning that it's not just what you say, but how you say it. And it's not just how you say it, but what the hell you saying, fam? Because we're all individually, we're individuals, and everybody can't handle everything, whether it's the person giving the message or the messenger or the recipient of the message. Said it earlier, you have to know who you're talking Be mindful. And if you are the stronger communicator or the responsible communicator in your situation, then you just better get you some strong shoulders. What is that? Heavy is the head that, and they said, how does that make heavy? Heavy is the crown, right? Heavy is the crown. All right, y'all. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm definitely gonna play the song on the way out though, because I didn't play my intro because I need y'all to catch some of that Sean Millie earlier. That young man, know he done won my little heart with that music. Well, I'm telling you. Anyway, I love good music. If you know anybody that's got some good tracks, shoot them to me. Always into some good music. I got some great things coming for you guys with this next season of music. And until then, I want you to know that I love you. And I hope to talk to you sooner than later. See you next week. Holla.
Adiós mío, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, and to relax your